In this episode, our guest is from a world called planets formerly known as, where the past is forgotten and the main industry is merch.
Her name is unpronounceable, but the closest approximation would probably be ... or maybe ellipses +1. Also, she sleeps in a cocoon of her own making.
So roll up your towel into a pillow, lean back, and
Prepare to be reborn as she turns Booth 42 into a workshop setting.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome once again to Millyways, the restaurant at the end of the universe for the Hitchhikers and Appetizers podcast. I am, of course, your expansive co-host. I am Horatio Zinn, here filling a large portion of our Booth 42. And with me, as always, is the yin to my yang, the scrambled to my fried, the something else to my something else. We'll fill that in later in post-production. Trellis Gardeen. Trellis!
thank you as always, Horatio. If only our show's reach expanded as fast as you are, I think we would have more of the universe covered and more listeners to glorify our words, much like the next universe, which of course we are gods in.
Yes, it's good to make sure that our guests and our listeners know how humble we are and that we are gods.
Well, why don't you introduce our guest?
I was going to, but I don't want to mispronounce our guest's name and cause offense, because you have caused offense so many times by mispronouncing names before, and I don't want to rid us of guests.
Let's not get into names or labels. No.
Labels.
No, labels, names. What's in a name?
Letters.
I'm more about the how you introduce me rather than what you introduce me as.
Our illustrious guest, about whom I know very little, but I can just sense. I sense a grandness. I sense a glory.
A presence. There's a lot of presence.
Yes.
The kind of presence that you really notice when it walks into a room.
And you smell wonderful.
Well, thank you. I had no idea, so thank you for that feedback. I appreciate it.
Yes. So was that introduction? Was that worthy of you?
Of course. It's what it was. It's what
It is what it was. What it is.
It is.
And what it shall be from this day forward.
Yes, exactly.
That's one of my favorite benedictions for a worship service.
I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated with
Very good.
what you're getting from me in this very moment.
Yes, it's good vibrations. That's what I'm getting. You're giving about good vibrations.
I thought that was the fan making your clothes flutter, Horatio, but apparently it's our guest.
I like this. This is wonderful. If I had more hair, it would be whipping about.
That's what we call the winds of change.
Oh, the winds of change just blow naturally from each of you. Is that what it is?
It's a part of the planet formerly known as. It's one of our main qualities.
The planet formerly known as. Are you allowed to say what it was formerly?
No, we don't speak of the past.
Oh, okay.
Are there any records of this anywhere? Someone might find.
No!
It sounds obviously that would be absurd. I can see now that having records of your history is just.
We don't concern ourselves with the past.
I enjoy having a spotty memory.
How can you move forward if all you're doing is looking behind you, right?
Exactly. We are all about moving forward. We're about change, about disrupting, pivoting.
Ooh, what are you trying to disrupt?
Disrupting the universe, of course. All the grand ideas come from disruption.
Ooh, yes.
Can you give me an example?
Well, I can't tell you what has been done. I can tell you what I'm working on. I've been doing a lot of ideating lately.
Oh,
Ideating.
okay.
That sounds painful.
Oh, it is. Change is painful, of course.
When I hear ideating, I think something is leaking from me, and I don't like it.
Oh, I like that. It is like a leak.
Oh.
It's very much like a leak. A leaking of thoughts, of feelings, of glarps.
Glarps.
Oh, yeah, glarps.
Yes.
When I think of leaks and glarps, though, I tend to want to fix them. Leaking, to me, is very traumatizing.
Yes, well, it can be. In the planet formerly known as, we sleep in cocoons.
Okay.
Do you make these cocoons, or are they biological, naturally occur?
They leak from us.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
through the change process
Metamorphosis.
Right, the metamorphosis. We are both change agents and agents of change.
I like that. I like the balance of that. That's a bit like, I would love to see that on a couple of bookends.
Or a mug.
Well, you'd have to have two mugs. One for the left and one for the right.
The nice thing about it is, it always sounds more impressive when you take a sentence and just reverse it like that. On the mug, it's going to save you space and words. It's circular. It's circular and it's always coming back to you.
Right. I love how you are already thinking about the merch.
We, of course, have our own mugs, yes.
We have a lot of merch on our planet. It's great for monetization. Our main industry is
Pens, coffee mugs.
Oh, main industry is merchandising. Merchandise,
Yes.
Is that different from merchandise?
it's merch.
Oh, right. Very good. I wouldn't want to get them confused.
It's merch better.
And because of the ideas are constantly changing, we can always have some sort of merch to support that.
Horatio and I have been kind of focused on the same appetizers here for a little while. If you wanted to run a workshop, you mentioned ideation. How could we mix things up, disrupt
like
the
get
Millyways
outside.
appetizer offerings?
Well, we definitely want to think outside the box here.
We can put, you want to get outside the box or not get outside?
We need to actually get outside.
Oh.
Right now.
If we do.
Right now. Right now.
We can get outside the booth. I can actually move outside.
That is some limiting beliefs I'm hearing from you, that you don't believe that you can get outside.
I could get outside, I would just explode. Or implode, it depends on...
It's an explosion of ideas.
And isn't that fantastic?
Trellis, we figured out my funeral, my memorial service. This is what you should do. Shoot me out through the garbage chute with a bomb inside. Just...
What? One, like you're gonna fit through it.
Well,
Two,
we have to build a bigger one.
there's no way I want to see you exploded all over the dome while I am having to eat.
I am just hearing so many no's from you two, so many limiting beliefs here. Come to our planet sometime. Take a workshop. Open your mind.
I should maintain that most of the negativity comes from Trellis. I just wanted to make that clear that it's not my fault. And that's a bit negative, but I'm being positive toward myself.
I see a lot of blame. I see a lot of finger pointing here.
Yes, oh yes, quite a bit.
Yes.
Oh, look, I'm doing it again at him. I'm just randomly, for no reason, I'm pointing my finger at him.
Because usually when you're pointing your finger at someone, this is a saying that I'm saying today because I just thought of
Yes,
it.
please.
When you're pointing your finger at someone, there's always 3 fingers pointing back at you.
Unless, of course, you have, like, more than 5 fingers per hand.
There's a lot of fingers pointing back at you.
I just didn't want to cause offense to any of the more multi-phalanged people out there.
Very true.
But what if I hold my hand like this? What if I'm pointing with my whole hand? Because then all the fingers are pointing at Horatio. Does that imply more blame?
It looks like you're chopping. Looks like you're trying to chop me in half.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to cut your ideas down. Fully.
Right, that is very violent, very aggressive.
Is that good?
I think it's some feedback to take in as you are going through your change. We're all in process.
I'm a rough draft in progress, and I get wadded up and thrown away and then pulled out and smoothed out again.
I think he might be the ideas on the whiteboard that get erased and end up as dust on the eraser.
I'm the ideas like the janitor at night who's strangely intelligent comes in and fixes the formula. They said, no, he didn't fix it. He just made it worse.
This is what we do. As soon as you feel settled in your new me, it is your birthday.
Oh, nice.
I love that. That means I get cake.
Well, you could get cake. It depends on what your identity is wishing for. It could be cake, it could be pie, it could be a donut, it could be Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Let's ideate here. I would like a cake, pie, crumble. What other things could I put in there? I had so many ideas. I'm just seeing them and I'm...
You could put so many things. Don't limit your beliefs. Don't, if you want something savory and sweet, then yes.
Bacon.
If you want something sour, say yes to your ideas.
I will have a bacon cake, pie, donut, crumble, brown Betty.
Now, doesn't that feel good
It does.
to say out loud?
It will feel even better when it's inside me.
This new you.
Would this be considered food storming?
Food storming.
What's that?
I love it.
I love a good food store. planet where this food falls from the heavens.
And that is how food falls from the heavens in our planet formerly known as.
Oh my.
I just realized you just got Horatio thinking outside the box.
Ooh.
A planet that rains food?
Oh.
I'm amazed. You just took him from being focused on what was on the table to creating a planet that rains food on him. Wow. Worth every penny.
So shall I sign you up for a workshop series?
As long as it's here.
Yes,
Yeah.
we don't leave here. We find it's better if we don't.
But that's better because you probably charge more for remote workshops anyways, right?
Yes, we could work that out.
That's very
We
good.
could work out the pay system. I'm open to a lot of different payment plans.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, perhaps we could do a trade out.
Yes, I'd like you to brainstorm some ideas
Yes.
of how we can pay you that doesn't actually involve money. What are some?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. My first offer is, of course, that we do a trade out. Like your appearance here on our program
Yes.
would pay for our workshop, but I don't
Right.
know if that would balance out quite so much because we're not worth that much.
Usually it involves role play for me because I'm always shifting my identity and I need some support and trying out new things. So it would often involve you playing a part for me.
That would be lovely. I could go back to my thespian roots.
Right. So I would require some unpaid performance opportunities if that's all right with you.
Exposure.
Yes, exposure. Yes.
So for your performance, or do you want us to perform?
Well, you would be like, a supporting actor.
Very good.
I am the lead role because I
Yes.
am working this out, right? But then you would be a supporting actor to help me try out some things, yes.
Would this get us our any sort of accreditation
Oh, yes!
with the Universe Acting Union, the UAU?
We're very much respected through the universe acting, yes.
One of the things I love about the Universe Acting Union is the
Yes.
way it sounds. What's an acronym? It's YO. I enjoy that. I think that's lovely.
What have been some of your most difficult people to have in these workshops? This is very interesting.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I cannot speak of anything of the past.
Oh,
Let me rephrase it. In the future, what might be some of the more difficult people you have to deal with?
Yes, I mean, I can imagine. I can imagine a lot of difficulty with people who, maybe say no.
no.
Maybe people who say no and resist.
Stop resisting.
No, I won't stop resisting.
To really thrive and evolve, we have to say yes. We have to say yes to uncomfortable things, right?
Yes, I say yes to many uncomfortable things because I can't think of anything else to say.
And what if?
Yes, what if?
What if you were to say yes to those uncomfortable things? If you were to really lean in
Yes.
and say yes.
Yes. Like that? Lean in like that. Yes.
A few of his marriages were very uncomfortable, and he said yes to those.
Yes.
Like physically leaning in or mentally?
Ah, yes, physically leaning in. We do a lot of physically uncomfortable things.
I will say I want Trellis to guard against leaning in too much because you can see his head is a bit oversized, and we don't want him to topple over.
If I go too far, my head's going to just take me down to the table.
That is a natural position that we often don't allow ourselves to be in, a forward position.
Forward, as in like.
I will say I would like Trellis to do that because I would like to see
Yes.
him fall over because it amuses me. So lean in, Trellis.
Leaning
Leaning in.
All right, now we may need
Yes.
some help getting his head off of his plate.
Oh,
Can you-
come here.
Help.
Trellis.
Let me just hold you a little bit during this
There you go.
change.
Oh, this is beautiful. The winds of change are blowing as she lifts his almost freakishly large head.
I know it's painful, Trellis, but
I'm not going to lie. I feel the exact same.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful that it affected you like that.
are you allowing yourself to feel the vulnerable feelings of change?
I mean, I felt it on my head. I mean, along with some sauce, which I was able to partake in while I was
Trust
down
that.
There's still sauce in it. I don't want waste not, want not. Let me get my towel.
We need to trust the process of change.
I wholeheartedly agree now. I have thought through this.
I do feel like I saw the booth from a different angle. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know what it's like to be our appetizers. I think I've seen the world from their point of view, their angle.
Yes.
What it looks like to have
Yes.
these people above you about to descend upon you.
Right.
Maybe,
A new perspective?
yes, a new perspective.
Happy birthday, Trellis!
Thank you.
Happy
Yes.
birthday!
Cake, crumble, donut, ice cream.
Hey, yeah, you get your own cake.
Oh, but I thought we should share it, and then I would get more of it.
Should we just call you appetizers now?
In one way and some way or another, we are all appetizers.
We do not speak of that former shell.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Today you are appetizers. It's your birthday.
We are all appetizers.
Yes.
I am firecracker shrimp.
I'm Tiny Trellis Tacos.
Aww. You are just a shiny new baby today.
Oh, I want to be a Horatio hummus wrap.
Happy birthday.
Wait. He didn't do anything to change, though. I had to put my head down.
No, I was
What did
getting
he
for
do?
my change from earlier.
Let me pose a question for you. Do you have
Yes.
to do something in order to change?
Oh my.
Or can it just be a want? A vision for yourself?
Well, how do you know he's just not pretending to change so he can have another cake?
Well, that would be a form of change, though.
Who am I to judge the reason why someone would like to change?
Oh, I like this. I like this form of thought.
You're the facilitator. You're the one running the workshop.
Oh, that's true. You are.
Shouldn't you be the one that decides what's change and what's not?
And why do I have the power to decide who gets to change and who doesn't?
Because we paid you.
You believe that the person who gets to decide who gets to change should be paid.
We are angling for getting paid for anything.
We're deciding the person who gets to decide what's change gets paid.
Well, we are all co-founders in our destinies. I'll just say that.
So basically, you have to share all the tips, is what you're saying.
Sure, if that's what you would like. If you're putting that change back at someone else, the change will never happen.
Now, here's a question. When people ask each other to get married, do they run workshop to ideate whether or not they're actually going to say yes or no?
Well, we don't deal in forevers on our planet, so marriage is loose. It's loose.
Forever is a mighty, mighty long time. He's also good at editing his memories to make them better at some point. Like
Yes, that
And
is
to-
now that's
Well, that's wonderful. You can change your memories.
exactly,
Right.
which still allows me to look back on them.
he can choose who was at fault in his 23 divorces.
Not me anymore.
But if we are constantly looking back, we will never move forward.
That's true. Or if we're constantly looking back, we move forward, we'll fall over things.
I'm not saying I look back at them all the time. I just adjust them so that when I do look back, they're not scarring.
Yes, very practical.
So you supply the change on your memories. I love
Yes.
Ooh.
How's that for outside the box thinking? Huh?
it. Yes, outside the box.
You tore down the walls of that box.
You need to make that either a whiteboard exercise or some other type of trust exercise where people fall backwards as they change the memory.
Now, once again, be careful if Trellis tries that exercise because you would probably need more than one person to catch him.
Exactly. But if the person does not change their memory enough, therefore not changing it from good or from bad to good, the person doesn't catch them.
I think you would be a fantastic workshop leader.
Oh, I'll put it on my card if that's okay with you.
We can make a card for you right now. Would you like to make a business card? Let's make a business card! This is my favorite thing to do.
Yes. Oh, good.
Let's make a business card.
Oh, it's a song. It sounded like you had a song for it. The Let's Make a Business Card.
Of course. Let's make a business card. Let's make a business card.
That's a wonderful song. You should market that song as well. Ideate.
Oh, of course. We're marketing it. We're marketing it right now. So let's make your business card. What would you like on it? What colors? Let's talk.
Let me tear this napkin up a little bit into a nice solid square rectangle.
We're making a prototype.
We're making the easiest version of it. This will be our MVP. How's that sound?
I love it.
Now, what kind of condiment would you like to use? What medium?
Whatever speaks to you, just go for it. Let your ideate. Let's go.
We could mix some cumin in here with this mayonnaise, perhaps.
I think I would like to actually put a shrimp in the upper left-hand corner, because then it's not just flat. It's 3D.
An actual shrimp?
Let me just adjust your word choices just slightly here. Okay?
Yes,
You said I think,
Oh.
right? Let's take out the think. That just say I would like to. I am going to.
I would like to put a shrimp.
I am shrimp.
I am a crustacean. Why limit myself to just a shrimp?
Yes.
I like that you put an actual shrimp on your card.
Yes. It's very edgy.
That's all I want, because then it just leaves questions that need to be answered.
Yes. Bring your audience to you. Attract your audience to you.
And when it starts to stink, they're really going to be able to not ignore me.
They will remember you.
That smell, that's Trellis.
Yes. Yes, that is Trellis.
Most memories are triggered by smell. You know that, right?
Except for the ones that are triggered by audio.
I am so happy we have a business card for you.
Does that mean he gets a new identity?
Well, we need a website.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm trying to think of a good domain name for Trellis. I'm a wanker.com, something like that.
We need to lean forward. Have the audience lean forward. Let's Trellis. Let's lean.
If I go down again, though.
Let's put something. Oh, here, let me prop up your head with this fork.
Ah!
Oh.
No, don't use the sharp end on your forehead. Use the blunt end.
Sorry.
Change can be painful. Change can be painful.
If it's done right, it is. It is much more enjoyable for the onlookers that way.
But we are in an important step in an identity formation right now, which is the website.
Ooh, identity formation.
What is your brand? What is?
What is it you want the people to think of when they first hear Trellis?
How about I got it. In honor of my divorces, 23 divorces and me.
Oh no, T Shrimpy 1234 is available.
Oh.
Okay, I like it. It implies I know how to count to at least 4.
I love it. Do you love it, though? That is the real question. We could love it, but do you love it?
It says me.
Now that we have a domain, I would suggest cocooning for a bit.
So I just lay down in the booth?
If you would like.
Since we can't leak our own cocoon material,
Right.
is there some kind of substitute that you would suggest? Napkins?
Napkins would suffice. Sure, whatever makes you most comfortable.
Oh, I'm going to get some lettuce from the salad bar because I don't ever use it any other way. I'm just going to cover myself with lettuce.
Snacks are very helpful. If you have a snack, something salty, something sweet.
I was just going to wrap myself in a pita or something like that as my cocoon. But then I might mistake myself for something delicious.
I feel like saying, leaning in here literally with my head has opened up another possible career path for me.
Let's share. What is it?
Tell us, Trellis. I should know because it would affect me most.
Well, I thought we talked about that. Facilitating. You said I could be a...
Oh, that, yes. I thought you were joking.
I believe you are a facilitator.
See? Someone believes in me, Horatio. He's been holding me back. Hasn't he?
Yes, literally I have, because I often strap him into the booth.
We often need to make firm boundaries with people that hold us back.
Stay on your side of the table.
I shall. My side of the booth. I like my side of the booth, as you can tell by the indentation here. I do not move very often.
I'm a facilitator, and you're stopping that dream.
No. You facilitator. I Horatio.
I facilitator. You need boundaries.
I would encourage you to focus on the I, because when you put your energy on the you, you're no longer allowing yourself to really change.
But he's getting all my fingers.
Yes, he's getting all your focus.
There's a lot more of me to focus on, though, to be fair.
I really should be using 2 hands when I do.
Yes, to make sure that I'm not thinking, oh, you're just talking about this hemisphere of myself.
Well, I have some news for you.
No. Yes.
What?
I feel the winds of change happening again.
I feel. I do.
I feel it. I feel like we should, mix things up. Let's sit in a different position.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we're moving around the table.
Yes,
all right,
let's
okay.
move.
Okay. Yes. I'm crawling over. Oh, I've got sauce all over my pants. I'll lick it off later. I'll clean it off later. There we go. And settle.
We were getting too comfortable in our
Yes.
roles, weren't we?
Yes. I hope you're not slouching too far down in the divot I rubbed in.
Does this mean I have to act like Horatio now that I'm in this spot? I feel a lot shorter.
You feel shorter.
Well, yeah, I'm like, it's like I'm sitting in a hole.
Oh, interesting.
Well, no, I shouldn't say it's not. It's like it is. I am like
It
literally
is.
sitting in a depression here.
You are shorter right now. You have changed.
Happy birthday!
Yes. I'm towering over you now, and I like this.
Oh, happy birthday. So you are high now. You're high. You're in a higher plane.
I so high.
Isn't that interesting? By just changing your physical position in a circle, you are instigating change.
And I see that there was another shrimp underneath the plate here that Horatio didn't get to. That
What?
I
That's my shrimp.
now get to enjoy.
My shrimp.
It was
No.
your
That
shrimp.
is no longer your shrimp. That is his shrimp. We don't speak of the past.
Exactly.
No. It might be my shrimp again. No, it's good enough.
No, it's not.
After he passed it through, that would be disgusting. Although on some planets that could be a delicacy. That's a whole other program.
Be the change you want to eat.
Doesn't it just feel delightful to live in the now?
It does. I like the now.
It does. There's definitely a tingle
Yeah.
of excitement. Now, how long do you usually go between workshops?
Why don't you text me? I'll let you know where I'm at, and if my current identity formation allows for me to meet with you, we will meet.
Is this one of your most successful workshops?
I believe it is a successful workshop today, but I'm sure there will be more success to come
It's the most
It's fun.
successful today in this
today.
Since we don't look at the past, this is probably the best workshop ever.
Mm-hmm.
In not looking
Yes.
at the past, we don't know. We don't know, so we just have to make the assumption because we.
This
here
is the
now.
best workshop ever today. Isn't
Yes.
that exciting?
It
Let's
is.
give ourselves an award.
Yes.
A very
Oh,
important
nice.
award.
I think so. I think after the program's over, I think we should go raid the gift shop. We should go raid the gift shop.
Yeah. For merch.
For merch.
For
For merch. For merch.
Merch.
A drink koozie, because my Pan-Galactic Gargle Blasters have been getting warm way too quickly.
I am moving forward into and I hate to move forward at a time like this, but we probably should come up with what our entry will be for
The entry?
guy.
Are we at the entry now?
We were just we were making some progress. We were.
Well, let's just
Bound
take
for
a moment to really enjoy this moment. This moment now.
Let me feel. I'm feeling the winds of change blowing through my hair. I feel like the cover model for a romance novel about someone who likes a beefy fellow.
I'm breathing in the winds of change so that I can hold on to them and keep them for myself.
Hold on to your ass. The winds of change are blowing.
Wasn't this transformational? This is transformational. We are in transformation.
What do you want to put for the entry?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy transforming. I think the wind. I think the winds of change.
The winds of
blow you
change?
Away. The winds of change will blow you away.
And happy birthday.
That's good. Let's take a moment.
Well, type that in. Type it.
And now, at the end of the show, I want all our listeners just take a moment of silence, and they won't know exactly when the program is actually ended, and whether it's just us just being silent or they just be in the now.
Happy
Birthday! Thank you for joining us for Hitchhikers and Appetizers. And of course, special thanks goes to our guest, ... I have been Trellis Gardeen.
And I continue to be Horatio Zinn. Until next time, keep your towels clean. And remember that numbers written on restaurant checks fall under the domain of bistromathics, the most powerful computational force known to parascience. So don't panic. Everything you heard in this episode was improvised, but not everything improvised was heard. This episode of Hitchhikers and Appetizers featured the voice talents of Mike Gorgone as Trellis Gardeen, Bran Peacock as Horatio Zinn, and Jill Eickmann as ... Finally, Hitchhikers and Appetizers is part of the Improv in Action Network. Check out other great improvised podcasts and projects at improvinaction.com.
If you'd like to reach out to Trellis or Horatio, you can send electronic messages to them at our Galaxy address, hitchappspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find them on Twitter with the handle hitchapps.
Shut up and sit down.